Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, November the 4th, 2025. Today we're talking about MoveQuest. And I was looking at my phone this morning. I was looking at my claiming area and I realized that yesterday wasn't the most active day for me, right? I had went to work, did a lot of the normal things. I even got a little bit of a workout in. It didn't register. My phone died. I mean, not my phone, but my Apple Watch died. So the normal way that I get my data in, I had to work a different way, right? But I said all that to say is I wanted to take the time today to share with you guys how awesome the boosts are, because this is the perfect example of why we have it. All right. I didn't have the most active day. Some may call it a rest day, even though I didn't do a whole lot of resting. From a step and workout and distance and calorie standpoint, as far as what was tracked, right? It was a rest day. But the beautiful thing about boosts is not only am I able to increase what could have been a rest day for me, but I'm also able to actually use the rest day boost and then take advantage of that. So I wanted to share with you guys what that means for me today, what that could mean for you going forward, especially if you're one of those folks that is out here mining all the time. Now, I do encourage everyone to be mining at the highest capacity that they can handle. So this may be looking a little bit different than what yours looks like, depending on what kind of miners you have. I have all Titans. I have all of them filled out and all my docking slots that are available open. I highly suggest, all right, if you're an A player, if you're a B player, if you're even a C player, consider unlocking all of your docking slots, because right now, if you unlock them all, you will be able to be gifted free Trailblazers with every docking slot that you open, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not hard to find. Reach out to me, ask me how to do it, get into the back office. There's going to be videos and all type of stuff that are there to help you onboard and do everything that you need to do without my help. But if you need my help, I am not hard to find. On Telegram, I am Bank of Gerald. My email is bankofgerald@protonmail.com. I have a Telegram group for this where I try to provide as much support as possible. So if you need to get in that, it's in the description below. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, right? I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking it out in many different opportunities and platforms, nothing more, nothing less. And y'all know MoveQuest is my jam. It is my favorite. It is the most life-changing project I do believe that is in the space today. I am not ashamed to say it, because there's many, many reasons why I say it. It's not just because of what I believe it can do financially. But ladies and gentlemen, people are changing their physical lives. They are changing their health trajectories. They are changing their body compositions. They're changing everything about themselves through this project. Even your mind's getting stronger. Even my mind is getting stronger. My skin's getting clearer because I'm starting to work out more and all this different stuff that is an added benefit to getting an active life or having an active lifestyle. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to screen mirror. I'm going to bring up the application on my phone. I have an Apple device. All right. I'm also going to put it in focus mode so I don't get any distractions. All right, here we go. So this is the application, right? As you can see, I'm just getting up. I don't have no steps in yet. And yesterday, I had to go to the data setting and I had to adjust some things, right? Because my Apple Watch died. I had to switch to the Apple phone to go ahead and change where I'm getting my data from. This running app that you see is an application that I use on my Apple phone when I didn't have an Apple Watch, right? It tracks my workouts for me. It lets me go ahead and put in a walk, an indoor walk, an outdoor run. If I'm playing golf, if I'm lifting weights, I can do that all on the Adidas running app. All right. So quick plug for the Adidas running app. It is one of the applications that is read by the app here at MoveQuest to get your data from. All right. So if you don't have a wearable, you're one of those people that doesn't have an Apple Watch or anything like that, it is okay. You can still log your workout with the Adidas running app. That's just one that I use. You can use others. It's perfectly fine. But what I'm here to do is I'm here to change this back because I have life in my Apple Watch now. All right. So I got to change that back before we get the day started. So I just want to make sure you guys saw that that is possible. Okay. So now you can see my data source is not my phone. It is my Apple Watch now, but you can change it to your phone if you don't have a wearable. You also have the option to add fitness tracker apps like the running app from Adidas. And I have that there as well as sleep, data source for steps, calories, distance, workout, and data source for sleep. All right. You can choose that. All right. So let's get on back to the homepage here. As you can see, I've got some steps, some calories, and I haven't done a workout yet. We're about to go to the gym after this video, right? Busy day today, busy day tomorrow. So we should be just fine on steps and all that great stuff. I also want to reiterate, ladies and gentlemen, there is a MoveQuest customer support that you can access right from the app, right from the DApp, right from the website, okay? Use it, okay? If you're ever having an issue, ever having a problem, you can always reach out to me. But there is a dedicated MoveQuest customer support that is here to assist and help you with any problems that you may have with MoveQuest. We want the world to see what MoveQuest is, and we don't want you to have any issues doing it, all right? So as you can see, I bought some boosts, right? I have 20, I'll say 95 limit boosts. I'll say there's 71 performance boosts and 74 rest boosts. You say, Gerald, why did you do that? Well, listen, I'm in a 90-day challenge right now, and I want to get as many boosts over the next 90 days as possible, just in case I have a day like I had yesterday. So let me give you some context. Yesterday, as you can see, right, this was not a day that I had the most physical activity. I had 1,600 steps, something like that. I had 2,000 worth of calories burnt, 0.7 miles, 0 on the workout, 2 hours of sleep, right? Around 3 million shares. Now I have some boosts that would increase this, right? If I used my limit boost and used 100%, what that does, as you can see, is now it increases my limits. So if I was one of those people that passed the limit, you know, I could benefit from that. Now, performance boost I have as well. 30% performance boost. I can increase my own personal performance. So instead of 1,600 steps, it's now 2,155 steps. That's times 30%. All right. So instead of 2,100 calories burned, that's 2,800 calories burned. And so on and so forth. More sleep, more distance. Now, listen, I want to reiterate, like I said the other day, if you did not get any workout time, it has nothing to multiply. Okay, I want to make sure that you guys understand that. I've seen this several times with my own cases now. Like if something didn't register, like yesterday, right? We're going to have days like this where not everything is going to roll out technology-wise the way we'd like it to. Some days our phones are going to die. Some days our Apple Watches or our wearables are going to die and we didn't charge them or whatever. Human error, right? Human error. We have the ability to not only increase our limits, but increase our boost. And we can do those both at the same time. All right. You can use your limit boost and your performance boost at the same time. But here's what you cannot do. As you can see, the rest boost is no longer visible. All right. It won't become visible again until you have unclicked these these other bonuses. The rest bonus stands alone. And let me tell you what the rest bonus does. And this is the one I'm using today. All right. The rest bonus takes your best day out of the last 3 days, and it will use it as the day of rest. So obviously, I need a day like today, right? We're going from 3.4 million shares with the abysmal day that I did have, and we're going to 64 million shares with the best day that I have, right? And I can't wait to do that. So we're going to go ahead and do that, make sure that we can actually do that because there is, I do believe there is a stipulation. You can only use 2 of these rest day boosts per week. I think it's 1 every 3 days. Okay. So I used that one for me. I'm glad that I did. And then we're going to submit the physical activity to the blockchain. All right. Now, some things we should see. We should see the submission shares go to 64 million as we see right there. All right. Now, we didn't see much of the statistics change, but that's okay. Now, I'm over here on the bullish moon side now, right? Now, y'all know, as projects continue to join, they're going to be placed in this project pool section, all right? When you click the icon here, it says project pools are special rewards programs where you can earn other tokens by submitting your daily activity data, just like in the main mining pool, like we do already. These pools use your existing mining doc, so you don't need to set up anything new, okay? To submit data to the mining pool, you must first submit that day's activity to the main mining pool. This ensures that your submission is valid and consistent. By joining mining pools, you can participate in exclusive campaigns and earn partner or event-based tokens in addition to your main mining rewards. And we're going to see this explode over the next few years. You know, people are going to use this as a tool, as an asset. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to submit my proof of activity, and we've already got our rest date applied in there, and we have enough AVAX. So we're going to go ahead and submit that proof of activity. So what that did was, for my main submission, right? That was 64 million shares. I now can duplicate that submission right here on the Bullish Moon side. And as we know, Bullish Moon is launching its token in around a month. Around a month, you guys. So this is a great time to claim it, to get a part of it. And as you can see, people are starting to submit here. Now, there's only 750 available Bullish Moon token per day. This does not have the adjusting scale that the MoveQuest token has right now, all right? So as we can see, the submissions for that are going up as well. Now, the reason I brought up that is I want to go back and see the submissions for what's going on in MoveQuest. As we have seen, since the 14th of October, we have had constant increasing submissions. And we had a little bit of a dip going from October the 5th through the 11th. The 14th is when the algorithm was changed. As you can see, the 562 MQT started going out on October 14th. What this is it's basing the amount of MQT that goes out off of the amount of submissions in the community. I think that is genius, because it right there and then supports the supply and demand that we need, right? It's not just shelving out 2,000 tokens or 3,000 tokens a day, regardless of who is submitting. No, it's going to say, well, you know what? If the community is submitting, then we can push out more tokens. But if the community isn't submitting, then we're not going to push out as much tokens. We're going to control our supply and demand of this thing. And that, I believe, is what has been the catalyst to seeing the price of MQT raised the way that we have seen it raised. All right. So that's that part. I strongly suggest for everyone. All right. If you are an A player in this, if you want to be an A player, if you've been hearing about the manager status and you want to become a seller and all these different things that are available to the people out there, I highly suggest that you have all your docking slots open with something in them. Not saying that that's going to be a stipulation, but what I'm saying is leaders think alike, and leaders want to see other leaders leading, if that makes sense. I hate to use the same word 3 times, but this is what leaders do, right? This right here, what you're looking at right now, is what leaders do. Leaders decide, I'm going to go ahead and get all my docking slots open, and I'm going to put the most powerful miners in them that I can, or I am going to be striving to get there by hook or by crook. All right. Hopefully not by crook, but you understand what I'm saying. By any means necessary, we're going to get here. That's what I told myself. I said, you know what, with whatever is going on, whatever is happening, I'm going to continue to strive to get all my docking slots open that are available and fill them all with Titans. Now, my phone just died, so I guess that's the end of that part of the presentation. I got to keep it on the charger long enough to do stuff like this. But I wanted to make sure that I got this information to you guys, because it's an amazing thing what's going on. And these boosts, man, they really changed the game. In my opinion, they completely changed the game. They keep us engaged even on our worst days, even on the days where we're not feeling the best, even on the days when we're not working out the best, or our technology isn't working the way we'd like it to work, or whatever the case may be. We have the ability to take a part of what's going on, or to take part in what's going on with MoveQuest. I just think it's an amazing thing. All right. I might be a little bit biased because I just love me some MoveQuest, but ladies and gentlemen, it's changed my life, and I can't wait to see it continue to change other people's lives. We have right now, listen, with the price of MQT being what it is, right? Let's go ahead and look at what the price of MQT is. MQT is at $20.21, ladies and gentlemen. We have constantly been seeing this rise, and it's on a little bit of a downtick right now. But one thing that I love about this is it just injects liquidity in when the time is right. So folks that are selling off right now, you know, do your thing. We need people to sell the token so that we can prove it's a legit token. People are actually, able to sell it, right? People are selling it to the tune thousands of dollars. If I just zoom in right here, 2,000, 1,000, 2,500. See what the highest is. We had a liquidity, looks like a liquidity buy just out of 10,000, but I want to see some sale. $4,000 sale, $2,000 sale, $6,000 sale. People are selling the token, and that's perfectly fine. I love to see that. All right. But I also love to see this price continuing to go up. So when I sell the token, I'm not like scratching and clawing with 100 MQT, only getting me 2,000 bucks. If I sell 100 MQT, I want it to be like $1 million. That's what I want it to be. Not saying that I'm going to just sell it at $1 million or sell it at 100 tokens or whatever the case may be. But that's the kind of gains that I want to see. That's why I'm holding on to my token. That's why I'm so involved in the hatchery. Now, I will sell the token now. I will sell it. Don't get me wrong. I will sell it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking a part of the hatcheries. I've got about $2,000, almost about $2,600 worth of MQT in the hatchery. Well, as a matter of fact, 308 MQT. So you can do the math on that. 308 MQT. 308 MQT is about $6,224 worth of MQT right now. And I have that amount of MQT just in my just in my nest hatchery right now. We got over $6,000 worth of MQT just in my nest hatchery. Not to mention my golden hatchery, which has a little bit less. It has 70 MQT in there, but it's held in there for longer. And ladies and gentlemen, let me see how much 70 MQT. 70 MQT is still $1,400. So we got, if I'm rounding up, just south of probably $9,000 in the hatchery, just south of $10,000 if I'm rounding up, you can pass that 9. In the hatchery right now between the nest and the golden hatchery, not even including the incubator hatchery, which my highest hatchery day count is 44 days. And I've got 176 MQT in there right now. If I was to look up how much 176 MQT is, 176 MQT is $3,500 worth of MQT. So we've got well over $10,000 worth of MQT in hatcheries right now. And we've got about $400 worth in my wallet. And that's what I kind of like. I got a little bit that if I want to spend, I can spend. And I want to make it clear, in these hatcheries, if I decided I wanted to end some of these contracts, well, not the incubator one, because of course I got my reward for that, right? So that's going to last. There's no cancel on the incubator. But for the nest and for the golden, I have the opportunity to cancel right now if I wanted to. I could cancel this $2,600 worth of NQT and get it right back. I'm not going to do that because it's earning, it's doing its thing, right? But I don't want to do that, all right? So the minimum to get into the nest is $5 worth of MQT. You don't even have to have a whole MQT, ladies and gentlemen. If you have $5 worth, one MQT right now is $20. So if I put in 0.26 worth of NQT, which is $5.25 worth of NQT, I can put that in right now in the nest hatchery and start. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, all you need is $5 worth of MQT to be a part of the nest hatchery. That makes it available for everybody, even people that are mining with phantoms right now. If you mine long enough, you can take advantage of the nest hatchery. And you can start to earn a reward per your staked MQT per day that you submit. That's pretty awesome. And we know the golden hatchery, the only way through the golden hatchery is to go through the incubator or the nest. If you haven't been through any of those, then you will not have the option to jump into this hatchery. And those options will show up right here on the nest or the incubator when your hatchery day count that is remaining is done. All right. I want to go to the global stats real quick. As you guys can see, the momentum is here. The momentum is rocking and rolling. We're at 2,600 submissions already for a day that November 2nd hasn't finished calculating all of that yet. Listen, ladies, and we're trending upward. We've been over 3,000 submissions for the past 3 days. We got to clap that up. And I do believe as we start to get closer to 4,000 and 5,000 that we can legitimately say that our community is getting back re-engaged. Of course, they're seeing the price of the token go up. Of course, if they've got any of their miners or anything working for them, if they've submitted any of these past few days when it was up and down and all around and all that stuff, we're happy campers now. And we're continuing to submit. More people are opening up doc slots. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time. Now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get excited about what MoveQuest can do. Get your boost. Here's another thing that I want to mention. For those of you that are purchasing your boosts on the application and not the dApp or the website, right? Please make sure that you have MoveQuest in your in-app wallet. The same way that we send our Avalanche to pay our submission fees, all right, is the same way that we fuel our in-app wallet with our MoveQuest to do that. Now, I wonder if they're going to put a fuel your in-app wallet with a MoveQuest thing on it. So that way, if you have MoveQuest in your dApp wallet, which is reading from here, and we have the access, say if I want to move 3 Avalanche right now from my MetaMask wallet, it's going to pull up a notification to ask me if I'm confirming it and all that great stuff. Same stuff that MetaMask will do on your desktop. You know, that's the stuff I want to see happen. And we are going to see that update. I like to refresh the page just so I can get a good look. But now you can see that in my in-app wallet, I have 3.4 AVAX, and my connected wallet now has 90. So I have no doubt in my mind that they could probably do the same thing with the MoveQuest token, especially because a lot of people are going to be using their boosts on their apps. They're going to be using the app to do a lot, you know. They may not have access to a computer or the desktop or whatever. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to want to have the same kind of application, the same kind of apparatus to fuel your in-app wallet, just with that AVAX like I just did somewhere on the application. But if they don't, right, you have MoveQuest. All you got to do is take your wallet address from your in-app wallet on your app, copy it, and send MoveQuest to it. All right, make sure you're on the Avalanche blockchain, make sure all that stuff is good. But the same way that we send our gas fees, our Avalanche fees over to the in-app wallet, it's the same way we do with MoveQuest. Take the same wallet address and we just send MoveQuest instead. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. My phone died. If it didn't die, I wish I could show you. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. The opportunity is here. MoveQuest is continuing to ramp up. I'm pretty sure we're going to see this price go back over this $24 mark. That was the highest it's been, $24.50 some cents. I have a good feeling that this may go over that mark. You know, I don't know. It could happen before the meeting tonight. All right. I don't know. It's just speculation, but it's something I'm going to be excited to watch and see. All right. With that being said, just want to drop a MoveQuest update for you guys today. The boosts are here. The meeting is tonight. Lynette is going to be sharing some things. There might be some new developments coming out. So stay tuned and watch and pay attention. If you are a person out there that is interested in taking your MoveQuest experience to the next level, if you want to be a person that is out here sharing it with the world, please contact me. I think we have some things that you may benefit from seeing. All right. Don't know if they're going to talk about it tonight. They talk about it on previous calls. If you're interested in being a person that is at the forefront of sharing MoveQuest with the world, get in contact with me. All right. I may have something that you're interested in. With that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, hit subscribe. You want to be updated, hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp, man, because if you get you, nothing I can do to help you, all right? Stay diligent and vigilant in the space and in the comment section as well. Let's get our steps in. Let's max out. Let's use our boosts, our bonuses, our rest days. They're here for us to use, all right? So let's accumulate them. Let's use them. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.